Eric asked me to mention, if you can just please make sure you're picking up any trash to bring out. Don't want to litter this place up because they did donate it. But thanks again for coming. So Jeff and I were both served in the Army as bomb technicians. Me for 7 years, Jeff for a decade, and both of us have a very personal relationship with suicide. We both almost killed ourselves on Christmas Eve 2014. I had my gun in my mouth, ready to end it. Jeff had a very similar experience.
Yeah, April 2015, I put a gun in my mouth, ready to end it all, and luckily my son saved my life. Walked down the hallway at 2 in the morning and said, "Daddy, are you all right?" I'm incredibly grateful for that moment. I wouldn't have met my daughter. I wouldn't be here today. And it wasn't until about a month later that a mentor of ours walked out into his backyard, shot himself with his 3-year-old son in the house. Sam and I knew we had to do something about it. So Invictus was born about 3 years ago. We just organized this year, and we're trying to raise $277,000 for 20 vets through our treatment protocols, which Sam can talk about.
Yeah, so right now, as it stands, mental health treatment in this country is broken. If you go and get treated by a doctor now, you're going to walk in and walk out with a couple of pill bottles, which do nothing but mask the symptoms or make them worse. After experiencing this treatment ourselves, we decided that enough was enough, and we initially sought to treat ourselves through our treatment protocols and found that they worked incredibly effectively at making our quality of life immensely better. So what we're doing is taking, and what we're raising money for right now is taking 20 veterans and putting them through our treatment protocols. What those entail is a Q-spec brain scan on the front half so that we can confirm diagnosis. We get a 3D image of someone's brain and a heat map so we can see PTSD, we can see depression, we can see traumatic brain injuries incredibly well. Then we tailor our treatment protocols to exactly what's going on in that patient's brain. We use ketamine infusion therapy to treat depression. We use hyperbaric oxygen therapy to treat traumatic brain injuries. Hormone replacement therapy, also for traumatic brain injuries. And then we're coupling all of that together with life coaching and counseling so that we can use our physiological interventions to change the chemistry and makeup of someone's brain, and then use that counseling and life coaching to change their daily habits so they can see long-term effects down the road. We're also getting a Q-spec brain scan on the back end so that we can evaluate all these treatment protocols and take them to the VA to show them how they can treat us more effectively. And Jeff. Sorry.
So everybody here who's a vet understands that the care that we receive at the VA is less than ideal, I'd imagine. The veteran population makes up about 7% of the total American population, but accounts for 20% of its suicide rates. And most people don't understand that a third of Americans right now are taking prescription pills that actually perpetuate worsening symptoms. For instance, when I was suicidal, I was on 16 different prescription meds and I was being seen by the VA 3 times a week. So it was only making the problem worse. We have the ability to fundamentally change how the brain is being treated currently and heal the brain. Most people have thought traumatic brain injury, once your brain is damaged, it can't re-heal itself. You just have to create the optimum environment for it, and that's what hyperbaric oxygen therapy does. The goal here is to influence future veteran care. That's the only thing that matters, is influencing how our brothers and sisters are being treated in the future.
So we really appreciate everyone coming out once again. A donation to us is not only a donation to helping a veteran, but it is a donation to changing the way that mental health is treated in this country, which does not just affect veterans, but every single person who's ever struggled with traumatic brain injuries, PTSD, or depression. Thanks again for coming, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Again, like we already said, Adams County and Flat Rock Training Facility, Carmen has been wonderful, facilitating all this, things, everything that we need. Mackenzie Jackson Real Estate, which I think a lot of you guys are familiar with, out of the Springs. Angela and Josh are both veterans. They are a huge part of this group. And then all of our car groups, Rocky Mountain Drives, Jones and First Speed, or just a lot of us are friends and then have friends of friends that are all here. And so all these car people together have put on all of this for you guys. So that, just give them a thank you and a hand for that. And then last thing is we do have white cooler / donation box that's covered in Christmas lights behind the really tall guy that's blocking the box in the back wearing a Texan shirt. So if anybody has donations they want to make to those guys, feel free to drop that in there, and that will go to them at the end of this. There's more food coming. The meat should be here any minute. Is already en route. So please eat lots, and then go back out and do more rides. And if anybody has anything that they need, let us know. Other than that, thank you guys all for coming. Thank you for your service. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. And thanks for making our day great as well.
Traffic will hot again at about 1:45. 1:12 right now. Just FYI.
Yeah. So we got another C7 there. 570, 570, 12C, Aaron's 570, got the 720. I mean, then we got like 45, 50 cars here. I mean, it's, yeah, R8 GT, those are rare. Gallardo supercharged M3. Got an M4 with GTS wheels. Here's Zach's GTR. Here's Tempest, world's first supercharged Huracan. And then same owner has this Testarossa. Got a BRZ, Hellcat, F-Type. It's a V8, obviously. Camaro. So that's one row. And then we got another row back here that has 1200 horsepower GTR. We got a 600 horsepower GTR. C7. C7 ZR1. This thing is sick. Blue pinstriping is dope. Sweet ZL1. 911 Turbo. Mustang. GT350, another R8, the V10, not a GT though. Got another GTR, and then here's the last row. Well, I don't know if this guy's racing, but yeah, got a Model S, or X, not S. Got Caesar's crazy Aventador. Man, thing is nuts. AMG GT.
Yeah, I'm actually very impressed.
So yeah, that's everything. is it, isn't it?